Here is a Vernier Caliper, a measuring instrument. The tutorial for the Vernier Caliper. Examine the picture of the Vernier Caliper shown, and follow along with the steps to read and record a measurement. To measure the width or diameter of a small object, place it between the jaws of the caliper. This position is marked by arrow number 1. The thicker the object, the wider the space between the jaws. To make a measurement, first find the last value on the main scale that occurs before the 0 line on the outside vernier scale. Look at arrow number 2. It is pointing to the 0 on the vernier scale. Notice that the 0 on the vernier scale falls between the 9th and 10 millimeter marks on the main scale. In fact, it is close to midway between marks. However, since the last mark that is outside the vernier scale past it is the 9, we record this part of the measurement as 0.9. Next step is the tricky part. Each mark on the top scale of this caliper represents an additional 0.01 centimeters within the jaws of the caliper. You must ask yourself, which vertical mark on the top scale falls perfectly in line with a vertical mark on the middle scale? Look where arrow number 3 is pointing. In this picture, the vertical mark representing 0.07 is aligned with a vertical mark below it on the middle scale. All the other vertical marks on the top scale are a little off from the marks on the middle scale. This means that we need to add 0.07 to the 0.9 centimeters measurement obtained in step 3. 0.9 plus 0.07 centimeters gives a total measurement of 0.97 centimeters. Here is a close-up of the same picture. This is what we were talking about when looking at arrow number 2 that is pointing to the 0 on the Vernier scale, and notice that the 0 on the Vernier scale falls between the divisions 9 and 10. So the previous division, the one that is to the left of the 0, is 0.9. 0.9. Now, what we do is each mark on the top scale of this caliper on the Vernier scale represents an additional 0.01 centimeters. And what we're looking for is for a match. We're looking to a vertical mark on the top scale that falls perfectly in line with a vertical mark on the middle scale. So we're looking for this type of match. And if we look hard enough, the first one that we find that is perfectly aligned is 0.07. And that's how we obtain the final measurement of 0.97. Let's practice. Take a look and see if you can use what you have learned to answer these questions. What is the measurement for this caliper? You can pause the video. I will provide the answer. Check your answer. So the answer for this measurement is 14.23. If you look at this 0, notice that the 0 on the Vernier scale falls between the second and third divisions after 14. So the 0 is past the 14.2 mark on the main scale, but not quite the 14.3. If you look where we're going to find the vertical mark that is aligned on the top scale with the Vernier scale, the first mark that is perfectly aligned is 0.03. Therefore, the answer is 14.2 plus 0.03. That's 14.23. Let's practice some more. Please stop the video and tell me, what is the measurement in this caliper? I will provide the answer. Check your answer. See how both scales line up. The middle scale here is 12.4. On the Vernier caliper, the first one that aligns perfectly is 0.08, therefore 12.48. This concludes the Vernier caliper.